All right, welcome to Living Fit's YouTube channel. My name's Ryan. I've owned Living Fit for nearly 14 years now, and the whole purpose of this YouTube channel is to educate. I've been in the fitness industry for 17 years now. I've had my own facility here for 14 of those 17 years, and it's been a long learning curve, but I've enjoyed it very much. Now, I've been doing a 2-Minute Tuesday segment for the Living Fit Facebook page now for, I believe, 109 episodes, so a little over 2 years. And someone suggested, why haven't I put these on YouTube? So here we are. So at the end of the day, these are my opinions. These are the findings that I've found over my 14 years, the things I've learned, the lessons I've learned, the mistakes I've made, the things that I find work for the majority of people as well as the minority of people. So I hope you can take a lot out of this, and without further ado, let's get into this week, our first inaugural 2-Minute Tuesday. So let's do this. Okay, so welcome to Living Fit's 2-Minute Tuesdays. Hope everyone's had a great start to the week. So today's question comes from the Facebook page, which was from Gary, who asked, I haven't exercised or trained in a long time. I haven't done any sort of diets or anything like that. I've put on some excess body fat. Where's the best place to start? So nothing better than to start with a loaded question, is there? So let's put 2 minutes on the clock, somewhere over here, and we'll see what we can do for you, Gary. All right, so at the end of the day, when it comes to body composition goals, body transformations, etc., the best approach is to take a little bit from a few different sources. So at the end of the day, if I'm trying to lose body fat, I need to be in a caloric deficit. In other words, I have to be bringing in less calories than my body burns during the day. On the flip side of that, I can also leave the diet alone and just burn more calories than I'm currently burning to hopefully create a caloric deficit by burning more calories. So at the end of the day, yes, you've heard everything. Calories are king, and in terms of energy standpoint, that is very true. Now, what we need to address is what's actually the most important thing is what can I actually maintain? What can I sustain? What resonates with me? Because if you're not going to enjoy something, if you don't believe in something, you're not going to stick to it. It's as simple as that. I can give someone the best workout, period, or the worst workout, the best workout program in the world, the best nutritional program in the world. If it doesn't resonate with them, if they don't believe it, they won't do it. Or if it's too hard for them and they can't sustain and maintain it, it's useless. So at the end of the day, the most important factor is finding something that you can sustain, something that you can maintain, something that you actually are going to enjoy doing. That's the crux of it all. All right, so from a nutritional standpoint, all you have to do is bring in 250 calories less per day than what you already are. So you need to have, your start point, you need to know where you currently are. So I would suggest, nice and simply, either take measurements, or you can take measurements as well, but find a BMR calculator. Now, most BMR calculators will overestimate calories by about 15%. So I would take your whatever you find in your BMR calculator, your BMR calculator, and times it by 0.85 to take the 15% off. And that'll give you how many calories you basically will burn in a day. And all I want you to do is take 250 calories off that. That's all. How much is 250 calories? It's a small to regular cafe coffee because of all the milk. That's where all the calories are. So if you're having 2 of those a day, just take one of them away. Of course, we'll talk about habit changes and all that sort of stuff. The big thing to take home with habits is if I'm taking something away, I have to replace it with something. Otherwise, you won't stick to it. You'll focus on what I've taken away. So 250 calories, that's all you need to take away. Now, on the flip side of that, increase your movement. That's going to actually increase your caloric deficit. All right, so you're going to burn more calories as well as bring less in. Now, we don't want this deficit to be huge. That's where most diet systems fail people, because they're just this extreme deficit of calories created by either training 7 days a week, twice a day, and still eating what they always eat, or on the other side of the coin, reducing calories by 1,000. Like, that's not sustainable. All right, you can't maintain that, and you're going to not enjoy it, and all you're going to focus on is, when do I come off this? When do I stop doing this? And that's not life. That's not living. That's just restricting, and then you'll binge. restrict and binge. And this is where this whole yo-yo lifestyle has come from. And that's just as dysfunctional as always currently overeating like 150 calories every day. You still end up at the same point. So find something that you're going to enjoy doing. Find something that you can maintain day in, day out. That's not going to require you to drastically change your lifestyle and affect every facet of your life. Yes, there are times and cases where that is going to be appropriate. Say if someone's trying to get ready for a figure competition or an acting role or a reunion, there's a set time frame. But at the end of the day, like I always say with my clients, if that's the sort of approach that we have to take, because there are times where that's necessary, then on the end of that 12 weeks, I have to spend probably another 5 or 6 weeks re-educating them how to get them back into their daily lifestyle. And I'm sure you've seen shows like The Biggest Loser. Remember, these people take 12 weeks off their entire life. They get told when to eat, when to sleep, when to train. And the reason why 99% of them put all that weight back on is because they go back to their daily life and they can't incorporate a single thing, because it was done during a time frame when they didn't have to factor in life. So you have to make it suit your life, your lifestyle, your work, etc. At the end of the day, make it simple. All right, the old KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Take 250 calories off what you're already consuming. Move more, whether that be weight training, bliss, paddle boarding, cycling, whatever you enjoy doing. Choose something you're going to enjoy. You can always titrate up, but the problem is most people go to extremes. They go from never training at all, besides walking the dog maybe, to training 5 or 6 days a week. And that's not sustainable. For some very small percentage of population it is. Don't get me wrong, some people can do that. I've had clients come in where they're like robots with their nutrition protocols, their training. They're the people that turn up to 99% of training sessions, never cancelled. But that's not the majority of the population. And this is geared towards helping as many people as possible. So keep it simple, minimize your calories by 250 calories per day, because it adds up in the long run. And it's sustainable, it's maintainable. It's nothing to take 250 calories off. It's nothing to incorporate 45 minutes of whatever exercise activity that you enjoy doing. Adding exercise is easier because you're adding something to your life. If you're worried about time, then you need to look at time management, all right? All right, Gary, I hope this has helped. For everyone else, I hope that's helped as well. Definitely went over the 2-minute time mark for sure, but if you've been watching the 2-minute Tuesdays for the last two and a half years on Facebook, sticking to 2 minutes isn't really my thing, but I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week for 2-minute Tuesdays. Thank you.